Get to the chopper!
Yes, as you can see, we've donned the pink and black this week with the Mendy Blackhawks celebrating Women in League round this weekend, and I'm joined by the lovely young lady, Taya. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Taya, reluctantly sitting in the hot seat today. You're not a big fan of the public speaking?
No, never have been, probably never will be. Very used to just sitting either behind the camera or behind a screen, so this is definitely stepping well outside of my comfort zone.
Well, thank you very much for coming in and filling a spot for someone who's going to be right here next year for Women in League round, isn't that right?
Yes, Mel will be here next year for sure. That was the deal. She doesn't know it yet, but that's the deal. If I'm here, she's here next, so keep an eye out for her.
There you go. 2025, you are locked in, Mel. No excuses. Taya, you keep the wheels in motion around here. I've seen her in the front office, shares it with the coach, Terry, and Adrian. You run the show, bud. Is that correct? You tell them what to do, you keep them in order.
I'm not going to say I'm the boss, but I have heard them say it a couple of times around the ground, so we'll go with that.
Obviously, you do a lot of the administration stuff. Now, you also, big part of your job is match day, making sure everything runs smoothly. You look after all the pre-game, post-game and half-time entertainment as well. Have I missed anything? What else do you do around here?
I guess you could say I'm the interim photographer.
Correct, yep.
So Alex, please don't ever leave because she does a much better job than me. Yeah, just basically a lot of the compliance stuff at the start of the year, getting all the boys up to scratch, making sure they can take the field, chasing paperwork for the first 6 months for sure.
Yep.
But other than that, you pretty much nailed it.
We'll get to that in 1 second, but you've been here almost a season now. How are you enjoying it? Has it gotten any easier?
Yeah, it's definitely getting easier the more that you do it, the more that I've learnt, picked up along the way, little tips and tricks. Yeah, it's definitely something different every day.
Do you actually get to enjoy home games at all, or are you sort of a bit more stressed, or how do you feel on?
Yeah, at the end. Pending a win as well is definitely a lot nicer. Yeah, no, game days are enjoyable, especially coming off a win. Definitely makes it an enjoyable afternoon for sure.
All right, you touched briefly on the paperwork. I've seen you around training before, training and hassling all the players. To be fair though, they do deserve it.
Yes.
When it comes to chasing up players, paperwork and things like that, who is the worst? There's probably a few, but you can name and shame, go for it.
Oh, look, I couldn't even pick one person. Like, they're pretty much all just as bad as each other when it comes to the paperwork. Each one of them's missed out something, one signature. I would have assumed that they'd actually like signing their names, but yeah, no, they've all got their own things that they've missed out, so they're all as bad as each other.
Boys, come on, get it sorted. You reckon there is one star though, one teacher's pet, one Taya's pet we'll call them, that does it first time all the time?
Oh, I wouldn't call them a teacher's pet, but I mean, I will admit Toby was probably the only one who handed all his paperwork back in straight away. I didn't have to chase him up for nothing, so I will take my hat off to him. He did a pretty good job with that one. Made my job very easy.
There you go, Toby Thorburn. Good boy. Now, you did mention before you also do a bit of photography when Alex isn't around. You help me out as well when we're shooting some socials and I need a second angle. Now, you were capturing some photos yesterday when the boys did a pretty rewarding activity away from footy. The club has helped out the Good Box Foundation for a number of years now and annually pack together some parcels which then get delivered to people in our community. And the lads were like a well-oiled machine this time around. Check it out.
So we're helping 172 people today in Townsville across 3 charities: Crest Open Minds, we have Share House, and we have a new charity partner, Lotus Place. So we're very excited to be working with all 3 of them. It's really important to see, different communities supporting one another and really making a positive impact. So honestly, thank you guys so much. You treat us so well and we love you guys for it.
Yeah, so this afternoon we just got the team down here at Brothers here to make up some boxes for both men and female, for those people who are obviously going through a tough time at the moment.
I mean, it's easy to pack a box, it's easy to put a few things together, but seeing the actual change it makes in a person's life It really, I guess, highlights how important it is to carefully make these boxes and to put in the effort. Within the gals boxes, we have the sanitary products that we always do. We have muesli bars, we've also got shirts, we've got socks as well, and in the blokes we've got button-up shirts, like formal shirts as well. Just a whole range of essentials that make these boxes what they are. And of course, we always finish off with the handwritten notes, which are the favourite part of the box for the recipients because it adds that personal touch.
Yeah, it was a little hard to come up with something to write for someone that you don't know. So we just started with hi friend, and I just wrote a little message on there saying that you might be going through a hard time, but there's always someone out there looking out for you. And then finish it with, yeah, if you need anything, obviously reach out.
Yes, excellent work, fellas. And Tay, I reckon the boys are looking just as slick on the field at the moment as well. We got the job done in country round against the Tigers to make it back-to-back wins. We ended their finals hopes, and if we can do the same against South's Logan at Jack Manske Oval on Saturday afternoon, we'll have one foot in the finals. A huge match which the captain comes back for, Kyle Laybutt, returning to the team after serving his one-game suspension. Now, we did overcome the Magpies earlier this season, and of course that was a TV game, so naturally the boys delivered one of their better performances of the year, but cannot overstate how important this match is. 5 o'clock kickoff here at Jack Manske Oval, and Taylor, there's going to be a big, exciting announcement at halftime.
Yeah, there is. So our major sponsors, Mendy, are in the midst of the annual Think Pink Week. Mendy's Think Pink campaign is now in their 8th year, so they aim to celebrate women and their contributions to construction, transport and quarry industries. The campaign supports the local charity Unlock the Locks, and with up to 28 prizes up for grabs, valuing at a total of over $6,000. With over $133,000 already been contributed to this campaign since 2015, it's definitely one to get around. The prizes will be drawn at half time of the main game, so come on down and join in and hopefully win a prize.
And just off camera before, Taya was telling me she had her eye on the Country Road bag. Is that correct? You want to win that prize?
I mean, I'm biased, but yeah, old Country Road worker, so wouldn't mind getting a couple.
Well, that was beautifully done by you, Taya. Now, we are almost at the end of the show, which means you're almost out of your misery, but I do want to give a quick shout out to a trio of Mendy Blackhawks, Lennox Tovo, Curtis Dempsey and Jake Riley, who were recently named in the Queensland Country team to take on Queensland City, rewarded for their performances during the Foley Shield Carnival earlier this year, which Townsville took out. Now, the clash is actually on grand final day of the Host Plus Cup, so let's hope Lennox, who really since that tournament has forced his way into our 17, fingers crossed he's too busy playing in the decider for us. But Jake and Curtis, if you're available and you're playing, good luck to both of you and congratulations on your selection. Now, Jakey's Western Lions pipped Brothers in the latest round of the local league. 16-14 it finished in favour of the visitors. Our very own Tyrone Gun James jagged a try for the Lions, while Lockie Lurch got one for Brothers. In other games, Herbert River romped Centrals and Norths upset the Burdekin. We've got a full set of fixtures this weekend with Souths and Charters Towers back in action after their byes. Now, Taya, that's it. That's the show. We're done. We're getting out of here. Unless, of course, the big speaker in you wants to say a few more lines.
No, definitely keen just to go back behind the screens and behind the camera for now. That's me done.
Well, I think you did a great job, and I reckon you did so well. In fact, we'll get you to host the show from now on.
Nope, you can definitely keep your job with this one. I'm good, thank you.
Okay, looks like I'm back next time, guys. Sorry about that. In the meantime, check out our socials, check out our website to stay up to date with all your latest black and green information, and we'll see you here on Saturday.